Hey, it's me and me. I don't have anybody joining me today, so it seems a few people are just running late. So, hi, I'm Trina of Trina's Technobabble. In case you don't know, I also have my own business. It's called Computers with Pride. Ta-da! Um, and if you might notice, this is a scrub top. And why is it a scrub top? Because uh, the Frankie Rule of Acquisition 404 states that females cannot have pockets in their pants. And well, scrub tops do. So, yeah. So I decided that I would get scrub tops from a thrift store and then I'd just get my logo put on them. Well, look. Hey, you. I can't hear you. There's no audio. So hi. So, speaking of females, tomorrow night I am going to have a women's only stream where we will be doing, or I will be, at least myself, will be recapping this power supply that I um, removed the caps from. I have got 2 orders from DigiKey for everything. So they are both here. So yeah, tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, um, I will be doing a live stream with a few other females. So come check it out. It's going to be fun. And yes, we do need to get Lily a GoFundMe for new audio. We still can't hear you, hon. There's no audio coming from your end. Hey, Mark.
Hello.
Hello. So yeah, that's tomorrow night. I don't know Lily's dropped. So yeah, yay! I'm not alone anymore. Woohoo! Uh, Yay! Craziness. I'm gonna say hi to folks in the chat. I got the one and only. I'm gonna see if this will activate my phone. I got the one and only CDI. Oh, it didn't. Cause yeah, we got Big Bad Biologist, Big Bad Bench. Hey. We got Addison. Hey, you. Hello. Woohoo, Minnesota's own DigiKey. Yeah, they also have a warehouse out in Winnipeg. So, like, I placed the order and these get here pretty quickly. So, like, I get them next day. So, which is really nice. And I don't pay tariffs because it's in Canada, within Canada. So, craziness. Hey, Sad Mac. So, I guess we should get on with the main show. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else pre-stream. Oh, let me add. Hello?
Finally. Yeah, I had the wrong input selected. So every time I have to change the input, I get booted off the StreamYard thing.
Yeah, Addison, I was looking at one for, oh my. So Socket Winch has mentioned that she is busy working, but was going to point a camera at a cat. And ta-da, there's the cat. Socket Winch, if you can, what is your cat's name? You just say?
Luna.
Luna. There you go. That's Luna the kitty cat. Sorry, I forget your cat's name. I barely remember my own name sometimes, so.
I'm gonna make you look a real dummy, trainer. It's written on a collar.
Be quiet, you.
Let's make. Don't go around slagging off people. You don't even answer your DMs.
What?
Yes, I do sometimes.
I've been ill. Leave me alone.
I hope the cat doesn't blue screen as well, John. All right, let's make me big. And we're going to change cameras. I gotta remember what I'm doing because this is like literally, I wasn't expecting this to come in. So.
Oh, you can barely see the cat pattern that's on my cat right now.
Hold on, we'll bring you back.
There's the ears, and there's the rest of the cat.
So your cat is sleeping with another virtual cat. That's great. I love it. I love it.
It's a kitty hypervisor.
Hey, I could have joined with a cat too if invited.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
It's God Bomb.
And I think Lily just rolled her eyes.
That's all right.
Okay. Addie, I can send you a link to join the stream. Just bear with me 1 sec. We can get 2 cats on the stream. This is going to be great. Let me. There we go. There you go. I just sent you a link in Discord. So I'm having internet issues. Okay. Fair enough. I still want to meet Socket Wench. Addie still wants to meet Luna. So put that on your list of things to do.
How's everybody doing?
Doing good. I honestly wasn't expecting this to come in because the person called me Sunday morning, like at 8:30, and I thought it was somebody else. So I answered the phone, and she's like, "Oh, I'll bring it tomorrow," and then didn't show up yesterday. And then I was like being stupidly lazy and was like had gone back to bed. And the next thing I know, I got a phone call, and she's like, "I can bring it by in an hour," and I'm like, "Well, I guess I might be streaming." So, ta-da.
I know why it's blue screening.
Why is it blue screen?
Because it's a Dell.
Because I was waiting for that. I figured that was going to be your reasoning. So apparently she did updates on this. It's a Windows 7 box, so she said,
Oh,
yeah.
that's even worse.
That was the first mistake.
See, down here, Windows 7. But yeah, it's a Windows 7 box. I sold this to her 2 years ago. It has Windows 10 on it.
Oh, I know why it's blue screening.
What's that?
Because she got it from you.
Wow. Asshole.
Actually,
So
if you can get it up running in safe boot mode, I might have a few command line options for you. If not, then you need.
First things first. I want to see what is causing the blue screen. Oh, Doom. So that's going to be, and my desk isn't.
If you can't boot it with its own installation, then you're going to have to get a setup. Yeah.
Oh no! I don't need to have it booted. I can do memtest without having it booted into the OS.
Damn it, Trina! I was just going to say.
Not memtest. It's
I have a feeling that
command.
memtest is in our future, and then she said.
It is in our future. Well, I'm gonna. First things first. We're gonna boot her up. See what's going on.
If Trina's streaming, there's going to be memtest.
Well, yeah, of course.
Why do I keep coming to these again? Someone tell me.
Because you love blue screens with moving numbers.
Yeah. So let's get a keyboard.
Is that an iBook or a MacBook?
It's a MacBook. And yes, sad Mac, it is an A1181. The fact you could tell that from it being upside down on my bench is quite...
Oh, I could tell that it was an A1181 as well.
Yeah, because
I've only worked on like a gazillion of them. They stand out like they just have that look.
Yeah.
She's got the look.
That's the only white MacBook with a removable battery for a start.
Yeah. Yep.
Because Apple thing.
Well, no, they did have the 29 MacBook unibody ones also
Yeah, but they were wide. They were silver.
Yeah, they were. No, they were
No,
white.
they haven't got a removable battery.
Yeah, you had to open it up, but
That doesn't
okay.
count. You can't take it out using the twisty thing on the bottom.
Well, yeah, no. That's fair. All right, let's turn it on and see what it's doing. Doo-doo.
The edification of those watching, I'm taking this apart because it came with all the 4 screws for the hard drive sled.
Nice.
But only 3 of them fell out the inside of the machine when I tipped it up. So the other one's in there somewhere. I'm taking it apart because I don't want to leave it.
All right. So it's trying an automatic repair. I need a mouse.
It
Let's
allows
let it
you to
try.
get to the command line, just,
Yeah, I want to see
idea.
what we can do. Let's play. I mean, I need content, so let's have some fun.
That's what your guests are for.
Oh, okay. And me, I'm just here to look. To
You're there to run Memtest.
I'm not content, I'm empty inside.
diagnosing your PC. Beautiful. Do your thing.
It's going to diagnose it as a Dell.
Yeah. As a Windows box.
She's a lovely girl and a very good singer.
Gonna just wipe and reinstall. Yeah. I've actually been given the permission because all she uses this for is apparently Microsoft Teams. So
And she's running Windows 7?
no, it's a Win 10 box.
Oh, okay.
It originally came with Windows 7, but before I sold it, I
something much
installed
more
Win 10 on it.
lightweight for just Microsoft Teams. Like,
Yep, that's all she uses it for. Microsoft Teams. That's it. She hooks up a monitor to it and Teams it.
you could do a lot more heavier work on that, even if it's just Excel or something.
Yep. Nope, that's all she's doing with it.
Like
Believe it or
bringing a
not.
shotgun to a knife fight.
Believe it or not, Microsoft Teams is actually quite demanding.
It is.
We used to have a little dual core i3 in our meeting room that used to do our conferencing for Zoom and stuff like that, and it wouldn't handle Microsoft Teams.
If you go to advanced options, troubleshoot,
I hate these machines so much.
and
Stupid clip.
and then command prompt.
Uh-huh.
You gotta wait.
Uh-huh.
Trina, what's in the big green bin?
What's in there? Bits and bobs of things I need sometimes.
That's
Stuff.
big.
Like adapter doodles,
Perfect.
It had to be something of doodles.
tape. I have no idea what the hell this is. Oh, it's a
Oh,
power
there we
supply
go.
tester. Okay.
1 second, I'm going to. I know that it's possible. I always just fail to memorize the commands, so I need to put them out on my PC. Oops, that's the ceiling.
Distinct lack of spiders.
That's good.
Nah.
Unless you were looking for some dip.
I suppose so.
So why are you taking this apart, Mark?
So when they sent it to me, it had this in the inside of it, and they'd included the screws to hold the hard drive in. These
Right.
little black doodles.
Yeah.
And when I picked it up and shook it, only 3 of them dropped out. It was supposed to be 4. I don't know where the
But-
other one is, and I don't turn it on unless I can find it.
You know, it'd be really funny if they only
What?
included the 3 screws.
I'm okay with that. If I can't find the other screw, it's fine. I'd rather turn it on without the other screw in than.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
The trouble is, I
I've
can't get
never
the goddamn keyboard out.
I have never opened one of these up.
Well, no, you don't generally have to.
Trina, I've posted the command in the chat.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, missed a screw. Probably completely bent the metal.
Okay, do me a favor, send that to me on Discord so I can like look at my phone while I'm typing it. Please and thanks. Yeah, I've never opened up one of these things, so.
They open up a heck of a lot better if you take all the screws out, apparently. Is that still? No, it's just
Thank you.
stuck. Gear.
So what does this command do? And sorry, Mark, I'm gonna make myself big. Will you rip that apart?
It's fine.
It uses a sort of package manager that's built into Windows since Windows Vista to verify backup versions of the system files and, if possible, restore them, or at least restore the backup versions from another more compressed store. It's basically, it heals itself, and then the next command would actually restore those.
Ah,
I'm going to go ahead and say the other screw probably fell out somewhere. Because there ain't really very far it could go apart from into the memory slots, and it's not in there. So. Yeah. It's definitely not in there.
okay, let's give this a shot. Did I? Okay, it says it doesn't recognize C:/. Blah blah blah.
You
Yeah.
didn't put the colon there. You put a space in there.
Oh, I got a colon. Right there.
Yeah, there needs to be a colon instead of a space at the parameter.
It's image:/C, not image space C.
Oh, there's no space between this.
Although, if I'm 30% bitchy, it's because I'm very tired, and I apologize in advance.
Uh-huh. The DSM log file can't be found.
What's the thing? The image option is unknown? What?
Yeah. Image C option. So I put IMAGE. And did I misspell that? Oh. So if I don't put a space between image and C:/, then it gives me that error.
It needs a
It
image
needs a
colon
colon,
C.
image colon C,
Oh.
etc.
Sorry, my bad. I didn't see that. Unable to access the image.
Continue reading.
Make sure the path,
Can
Windows
you do
directory, blah, blah, blah.
IRC?
Okay, here's what we're going to do. Before we continue on down this road, I'm going to reboot it because I want to see what the blue screen actually says. Because they usually tell you. Because she told me it said something about the image being buggered up. So it just might be a reinstall. But I want to see if I can get the blue screen. Come on. Work with me. Because if the OS got corrupted, we could be going down a path for nothing. Come on.
S got corrupted, then that command would fix it.
Oh, fuck off with your automatic repair. Give me a blue screen.
The
Maybe
one
that's
time you
what
want a Windows machine to crash, and it just
Yeah.
won't do it.
Right? Come on. I have a better system anyway than this that I can just replace it with. And she is fine with that. Yeah, it won't. It keeps coming up with the automatic repair. Will can I get into the BIOS?
Match the F8 for that.
I'm gonna try to get into the BIOS.
What?
I don't know. There we go.
And not the BIOS that the Windows is trying to boot
Yeah, you know.
just
I'm
before
just
it
trying to
actually.
see what. I'm trying to remember what this computer is. So it is It's an XPS 8500. Okay. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. It's legacy. Sweet. Is there 2 drives in this? Oh. Oh no. Okay, the other one's the optical drive. Maybe? Oh yeah, okay. Cool. Alright. See if we can get this thing to reboot.
This here MacBook's had a new keyboard put in it. Because that one there don't match the holes in the side. Oh well.
Alright, let's see what you're gonna do. Come on! Son of a gun.
Trina, it's your stream. You can say it.
Explain why the keyboard doesn't fit very well.
I'm trying to see if your cat does what my cat does, socket winch. My cat like starts twitching in her dreams and like the whiskers go and paws go and
She was doing that a couple minutes ago.
oh, of course. Now that I'm like made her big, she's like, nope, I'm not dreaming anymore.
I'm honestly really surprised he hasn't just got up and walked off. Because that'd be such a cat thing to do when you put cat on a stream, they just get up and walk away. I don't want to be on
Right?
camera.
Hey, it's Garth Beagle and Jesse.
Hey Garth, hey Jesse.
I'm Mr. I Buy Cars.
Yeah, I see that one. Oh. Goldie?
Goldie.
Your cat is so cute.
Hey,
It's just like noticing that PC, so
Yes, it is I, Goldie. I'm joking. I'm here.
I'm planning on seeing you on Sunday at the MIT swap meet.
It is I. Oh God, it's happening. Oh God. Oh.
Turn off YouTube.
I'm just muting Goldie for a sec. Until she gets her stuff figured out. I got kicked once by a sleeping cat. Yeah, I know I need to get an HDMI video capture card. Everybody keeps telling me that. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, they're like $5, Trina.
They're a little
Yeah,
more
well-
than $5.
I mean, for a crappy one, she's not intending on playing games like you are.
You could go into the command line again.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Ah, shitballs. I went to the wrong thing.
So, Guppa, what
You're
is
making my life very, very harsh right now.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I actually legitimately was like, let's troubleshoot. Nope. Nope, we're not going to troubleshoot.
as it appears right now, this is exactly the sort of thing that I've provoked in my PC dozens of times, and I've solved it almost always with either these two commands or just installing Windows over Windows.
Yeah, that's what I think might end up happening.
Say that again.
Let's do a
Like
reinstall.
not even doing a fresh install, just somehow getting it and then getting Windows set up to replace those files.
Oh, I just do a. Well, at this point, we've already talked about it because this is a Windows 10 machine, and guess what's losing support soon? And
I begrudgingly updated to Windows 11 last night.
And I
was
got a
not
couple of
fun.
Windows 11 boxes, so we've already talked about, like, if this doesn't work, then we'll just go with a Windows 11 box.
Let me tell you, you could upgrade this to Windows 11 and have next to no issues because I'm using an older piece than that. And
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I got better processors and more RAM and stuff in the other one. So. All right, we're gonna let it do the diagnostic again, or the. There we go. Advanced settings.
advanced options,
Let's try not to troubleshoot this time. There we go.
shoot, and command prompt.
Already ahead
Going
of
to
you.
think about launching command prompt for a.
All right,
on
let me
whatever.
open up the Discord again. I totally missed that colon.
If it can't find Windows on this, under the C drive letter, then you're just going to have to look around for the first.
Hey, Kibbs. Hey, Matthew. Who else has joined? Holy poop. Hey, micro hobbyist. Frederick, hello, hello. No idea where my brain went. Oh. Set up an Amazon wish list. I can totally set up an Amazon wish list. I can do that after the stream. And then I gotta find out how to do that. All right, let's try this again, Lily. So DSM space / images C / is there a space between the backslash after the C ?
Yes.
Okay. Space and then clean up. I'm typing with one hand, so bear with me one sec. Clean up dash image AGE space restore RE. Let me do this with two hands. Health. GL.
Which one of you changed my name?
It was me.
I knew it.
Oh, I mistyped something. Hold on. There's missing an I. That's why.
Also, which one of you is winning an eBay auction?
Okay, so it says the log file can't be found at X Windows logs, blah, blah, blah. The image option is unknown, it says. Oh, hang on. I know why, because I put an S at the end of it.
Goldie, did you see the new Rip Felix video?
Oh, I've watched some of it while I was torturing myself with a video game.
What
All
video?
right, so hold on. Lily, it says unable to access the image.
Lily has gone dark.
Oh,
But Kyle says, I don't think DISM is supported in WinPE.
WinPE?
It's the Windows pre-installation environment.
Okay. Lily
I
says
told
it is
you I
supported.
wasn't winning that auction. I just got outbid.
Lily said in the chat, mistyped image again. Look for the Windows partition.
Mistyped image again. All right, hold on. So it's DISM space / image, clean up image, IMAGE.
So it's DISM / space / image :C : /
Yeah,
space
that's what I have.
clean regular.
Actually, the partition, the parameter was correct. It's just that it might not be the C drive ledger under which the partition is. So I've actually sent you the command to use in order to find which partition it is already.
Okay, hold on. So I do LIS DIS.
No, you need to get into disk part first.
Oh. Okay, there we go. And then do the LIS DIS.
Let's vol.
What's that?
Sorry, I mistyped there. Vol for volume. You can also just type in list volume, but those are just the conditions.
Yeah, so it says disk 0 is online, and then disk 1 no media, disk 2 no media, disk 3 no media,
Trina,
and they're all showing as zeros.
Trina,
Yeah.
this vol instead of list dis. I've mistyped there.
Oh, okay. VOL?
Yes.
Cool.
So there we are. So what's what appears to be?
It says
I
it's
can't
dry
read
steam.
sight on this camera. I'm sorry. Could you
It says
maybe?
You want me
get
to move it in a
closer?
little bit? Like that?
Yes, thank you. That's a lot better. See. What's the size on the D drive there?
Can
On the
you
what drive, sorry?
scoot it over to the right a little bit?
oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
drive
probably the
D.
D drive from the size of it. Then
So you
try-
if you quit out of that, if you type exit, and then just get to the and just instead of C, put a D in there. There we go. Again, I'm sorry if I'm starting to sound very unpalatable. It's been a long day.
You're fine.
You are good. Listen, I've dealt with gut bomb, so you know
Hey.
it's okay.
I'm delightful. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, this might be insufficient to port. So it says scratch directory. So let me back this up a little bit. Hold on. I'm just trying to make it so you can see the whole sentence because it goes on.
Actually, I've never seen this error before.
Try something simple
you-
like just doing a dir on d colon and see if there's any free space on it.
We're past that, Mark. We're past that.
Well, let's
if you
just
go
try
to
it.
the
Okay.
yeah, no, that's not the point. If you go to DISM again, that previous command, and then append the command switch that it was talking about, scratch dir. No, just push it onto the back there.
Okay.
So space and then slash.
Oh, I see. Okay.
scratch there. Colon.
Hey, dorks.
And
I was a kid.
D colon, etc. And yeah, we're just see if that works.
So just leave it at D:/.
Yep.
Okay.
Because what it was complaining about was basically not having enough temporary space. And since this thing is running in a RAM disk, it's probably got very limited temporary space. So if we point it to the hard drive itself, then you've got ample.
Hey, Robert, fix it. Welcome. And hello, Christopher. Have I missed anybody else in the chat? Okay, what's it saying now?
Sure.
Data error.
Okay. Do you know what? Check disk. That would be my next.
Wait, you want to test the You want to test the drive?
Rena.
Yeah.
I can't believe you haven't run memtest yet.
That's because we're testing the hard drive, not.
Yeah, but we're going to test the hard drive with a proper tool. Windows shit. Yeah, I can test the drive though. Hold on. Let me.
I know. Sorry. What do you mean proper tool? Because the proper tool is check disk for an NTFS
Nope.
volume.
It's a Seagate drive, so we're going to actually run the Seagate drive test. Because it started with ST. Guarantee it's a Seagate drive.
Thing is that that's one level lower than what would be my diagnostic step right now, because that's more hardware level, and it's just some sort of file system.
Oh, I
So
see. You're
then-
looking at the file system. Oh well. Let's do a test on the drive. Come on. Welcome to DOS, baby. Yay. Okay.
Like DOS doesn't know anything about NTFS.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, but if the drive's starting to suffer CRC check errors, then it's very likely that the hardware's crapped out on it.
That's what I'm wondering, yeah.
The thing is, sometimes you get very corrupt file system without anything wrong with the
Oh, this
thing.
is bad. It says no hard drive found. All right. Let's rebootalize.
That's your problem. There's no hard drive.
It says there's one in the BIOS, so I'm gonna try another.
Hasn't got any hard drive, like you've got no brain.
Somebody's lying.
All right, let's go down to Vivard. Let's test my drive. Come on, baby. There you go. Let's do Viva. It's weird because it actually says Vivard up here, VIVARD, but then it's VIVA.
It just cut off the RD.
Oh God, it's a 1 terabyte drive. Oh God. Oh, this is gonna take
Let's
forever.
say the Windows partition was 930, so that might have tipped.
Something
Yeah,
that
I'm not
struck
gonna-
me as a little bit weird was when you did a DIR, it said it had about 930 gigabytes of space on it, which is a bit concerning.
Well, there would be the Windows. Windows is installed on it, so that'd be sucking up room.
Yeah, but it would suck up a hell of a lot more than 6 gigabytes.
Yeah, it's like somebody already attempted to do a wipe and reinstall and then failed at it.
Oh! Haha! This is why I like this program. If you can see that, we're already starting to get errors. Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
Sucks when I'm right.
Got a utility that reads the hard status.
We are at 7 and counting. Oh, it just got past that. Okay. Well, No point in doing any more work on it. Drive's toast. There we go. That was easy. You want to see a mem test?
Well,
Though?
I'd still look at the smart status, just 30.
Let's do a mem test. Because everybody wants to see a mem test.
Except Gold Bomb.
My audio's still working.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, so you're just ignoring me. Thanks.
No, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just saying there's no point in going anywhere.
Oh, I can
past
relate.
that.
I'm being a bitch today.
There's no point in really going past that because, yeah. I remember this now.
Oh,
Holy
looks
crap.
like they upgraded the RAM with different brands.
No,
from the
I
same
did
data.
that.
Oh, you did
I
that?
told it to them.
Goldie, fix your mic.
There's your problem. You've put
Let me fix my
ECC
mic.
memory next to non-ECC memory. Apparently.
Yeah.
There's three
I
different
don't think
brands
that's what
of RAM
caused the
in
hard
there.
drive to have bad sectors, though. Robert, Fix-It suggested putting
It's
back
so
OS on it.
weird.
I mean, you could.
I mean, I could.
And it's running the
But yeah, it is a bad drive, so there's really no point in trying to do anything else with it.
stick SSD.
So I will let her
Is
know.
this better? Or am I
Yes.
still loud?
You
Yeah,
fixed
good.
it.
Good.
But we're still getting echo from you, Goldie.
Yeah, you got a lot of background noise.
I don't know what to do to fix that because I don't want to push to talk on this app.
Well, if you go down to settings on this screen in the StreamYard, you can then go to audio and do echo cancellation and reduce mic background noise. And
Only
audio
one of those works.
mic volume.
Only one of those works.
Well, uncheck all of them and then recheck all of them.
So is this something that can be fixed with something like? No, actually, what will be fixed by this is getting a new drive and slapping a new drive in it. That's what's going to fix this.
I can't imagine how long SpinRite would take on a 1 terabyte hard drive. That would be like a year.
Wait, how fast is the data write rate on SpinRite? SpinRite. So I'm fucking tired.
Jesse is error correcting code.
It's not worth trying to fix a hard drive that is doing what that one is doing.
Yeah, like it shouldn't be erring it. Well, obviously, it shouldn't be erring it out, giving errors. Wow, I can't say what I want to say. To start with. So yeah. Oh, we'll test the memory. Oh, look at this. Hold on. Oh, you've had it.
I got it already.
Yeah. And here's Addie's cat. I wish I could make like two people big at the same time. That'd be fun.
So Steve has Mac 84 TV. We just have Cat 84 TV.
Hold on, I'm going to make everybody the same size so we can see all the cats. Gotham, you're getting bumped for a cat. Sorry.
There's an anecdote I could make about Addie's cat. I can't. It feels too disrespectful to joke about this kind of thing right now.
That was
Yes,
loud.
we can get on them. That is, Addie, that is totally fine. So we got... Yeah. Oops, not what I wanted to do. I was gonna... I love what Socket Wench has changed her camera, her name to. NavTest.exe. Trina can place flags.
I could grab my cat, but she is currently shaven. Not even a joke. My parents shave her because they're insane people. And I don't think that you would want to stare at a shaved cat.
Oh, we lost your cat, Eddie. Your cat's like, nope, I'm not being on camera. I did not. Yeah, he moved. But I love that. Naptest.exe. Wow. Hi, all 18 viewers on a Tuesday afternoon. I had to look at my computer to figure out what day this is.
What are you people doing? Get back to work. I mean,
They're
no,
out
working.
giving Trina watch hours. Never mind.
Go stare at a brick wall. Just do it. Stare at a brick wall.
I mean, we've got a sleeping cat and mem test, and that is pretty much what's going on here.
That is what's going on. And Lily has turned into Windows XP.
Oh, and now there's an Emmy award.
That's it. I might switch to my other computer so you guys
Trolling,
can watch me suffer.
trolling
I'll be
YouTube
back.
is my work. There you go.
You've got fired.
So, Mark,
Yeah.
sorry, we were talking. Just an update on that laptop. Did you find the other screw?
Nope.
Oh,
It ain't there. I picked it up, shook it without the keyboard in, and it didn't fall out, so I can only assume it fell out somewhere in transit. I
yeah.
lost it.
Or they didn't put the force.
Never had it in the first place.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, given
Hey.
the fact that there's 2 screws in there for a MacBook and 1 for a completely different laptop, just indicates that perhaps maybe they didn't have 4 screws.
Yeah, that's a good possibility.
Mm.
Miami. I love it. There we go. We see a cat coming back and running off screen.
Is this the mem test music?
Yes.
We
need like the Jeopardy music.
That's for the last 10 seconds.
Right. Oh Lord, this thing is slow. Can memtest run Doom? Sure.
The real question is, can Doom run mem test?
Right.
Now I want to rewrite mem test in Quake C.
Robert, I would love to use that song, but then YouTube is gonna get super mad with me.
Well, I mean, you can just sing it. Instead of playing the real version, you can just like da 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 da.
Da 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 da. Everybody, all at once.
The final countdown.
Yeah, I'm not monetized though with CDI, so I don't even get the 29 cents from YouTubes. By the way, while we're here, don't forget to hit the like button. Do the good stuff.
I already hit it. Should I hit it again?
No, because that would mean that you don't like it.
Garth is excited about the mem test.
I can see that, yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna run the mem test. I'm gonna talk to her about just. It's probably cheaper just to get buy the computer I have than replacing the drive, and because yeah, it's not gonna support Windows 11, so.
You can make any computer run Windows 11.
Well, yes, that's fair. It is running mem tests. Frederick?
He said run a mnemonic test.
Oh. I just saw test and started with an M. I just went mem test.
All right, my back says I gotta go, so I gotta go.
All right.
Goodbye,
Take care
everybody.
of your back. Bye. Ew, Y11. Okay, so let me give a little story. The NHS, the lovely hospital system in the UK, about 3-4 years ago, got hacked. Majorly got hacked. Why did they get hacked? Because 90% of their hospitals were still running Windows XP. So, why do you want to run Windows 11? Because come, I think it's October or early November, they're pulling the plug on Windows 10. And it's just not worth taking the chance of getting hacked. How long are they going to support it? We don't know. Wow, that's really dusty. But yeah, so it just doesn't hurt to go to Windows 11. I mean, personally, I'd install Linux on everybody's computer, but
Believe me.
I would install Windows 11 on the computer. Or, sorry, I would install Linux Mint on all the computers, but then I'm even going to make less sales than I'm making now. So, actually, yes, there is Windows 10 long-term support. Yes. As somebody who worked in a hospital, Lily, no, they're not really that hard to upgrade. Trust me, I know. Because I was doing a department, all their computers in the department, and some of them were coming in with Windows 7, and we're like, oh, no, how about no? So
I think to be fair, the problem with the NHS is they had a lot of computer-backed medical equipment, like medical instrumentation and stuff that was using Windows XP based computers. I think that's where they fell down.
And we had them as like we still have Windows. Or when I was working at Sick Kids, there were still Windows XP machines. They're just not connected to the internet because they don't need to be.
Well.
To run equipment, you don't need them connected to the internet usually. Right? But we had there was one in the eye clinic that still ran Win XP, but again, it ran how those things that tell me what you can read, that's what it was used for.
All right.
So it didn't need to be connected to the internet or anything. It just what's that? Sorry.
So you don't really need internet connectivity. Just put an eye chart on the wall.
Yeah, exactly. So why the NHS had them connected to the internet is beyond me. Yes, Christopher, I will install Windows 3.1. That's a wonderful, not a
No, we can't do Windows 3.1. We have to do 3.11 for work groups.
Yeah, there you go.
Computer.
Funny enough, our first Windows computer that Mom got was running Windows 3.11 for work groups because Mom was like, well, that's what I'm running at work, so we should run the same thing at home. I'm like, okay.
Unbeknownst that there was virtually no difference between 3.1 and 3.11.
Yeah. My dentist used a PC with Windows 7 to create my dental. Yeah. Yeah, you can still use old machines like 7 XP in a medical setting. You just don't have them online. As long as the software works to do things like, as Robert mentioned, to create dental implants, then you don't need them online. Hey, she's back.
Yeah, sorry, the old story of my phone shutting down due to
It's all good.
running the camera all the time. For some reason, it's such a task that it just chokes on itself.
Why the devil won't that go in
Kib said Lily booted finally.
there?
Yeah, that's an illusion, I can tell you that.
Let's see. Lily technically rebooted, I think.
So yeah, it's the drive that's gone belly up, and it just happened to be that whatever the update did decided it didn't like that there was bad sectors. So that's fine.
I've always found with Windows PCs, it's nearly always the swap file and the Windows update files that die on the drive first, because they're always constantly written backwards and forwards to. So it's quite often the case that they will die doing an update.
Yep.
Or
So
they'll just die.
I'll let the client know what I found, and talk to her about another PC that I have here that's working with Win 11. So
That
Luna's
might be,
yeah.
it's not finding the C drive was actually that the C drive did exist. Windows P thought that the C drive was the recovery part of Windows.
The cat grooming is not safe for work. I like that. That's cute, Robert.
But now, Trina, like I always say, washing paint dry or the.
Yeah, I'm just gonna test this, and then I'm probably gonna end the stream. I just thought I'd test the memory because hey, it's not a stream if I don't test memory.
It's what we do here.
Hello, Jean-Francois. Welcome. Bonjour. Shall we move the live stream to OnlyFans? I mean, she's only washing her face. Like, I don't think that's not safe for work. Only cats, yeah. I can't end the stream. All right, Frederick. Well, this is all I have to work on right now. Again, I'm going to bring my camera back for a sec. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Hi, folks. I'm going to make myself big. Sorry, kitties. Tomorrow night, myself and 3 other lovely women will be doing a. We're gonna switch the roles, so it's not just men doing tech work on YouTube or talking about tech or whatever. Anyway, one thing I'm going to be what I'm going to be working on. I got the recaps. I got all the caps for this, so I'm going to be recapping this. Ta-da! Tomorrow night. I don't know what the other folks are working on. I do have a clue, but I'm not going to say. You'll have to tune in tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. I actually have to drop. All right, Socket Wench. Have a good one. Oh, I missed the part where the guy went downstairs. Yeah, it's a power supply for a computer from '86. I always get the name wrong. So anyway, yeah, I got the
3000. I think he said model 60.
Something like that, yeah. So the one thing we weren't going to replace was the reefer cap because they're kind of moot these days. But Dana decided we're going to redo the reefer cap. So that's why I now have 2 DigiKey packages, because I originally ordered all the caps. And then 2 days after it arrived, Dana's like, we should really replace that reefer cap. And I'm like, okay. But thankfully, as I mentioned, DigiKey has a warehouse out in Winnipeg, so the shipping isn't overly. Because somebody, Big Bad Biologist, if he's still in the chat, had mentioned doing using Moser, or Mouser, sorry, but they wanted $20 shipping, whereas in DigiKey's $8. And I was like, well, no. Oh, I'm not ending the stream yet. We're gonna finish doing the mem test first. With Windows 11 it runs. I don't know how to take that, Robert. So Robert said my main PC is a Dell XPS 8700 with Windows 11, and it runs like my ex-girlfriend.
I have a quip there, but it might be mean. So I'm going to rely on my very good upbringing and just not.
It was get that Moser guy. Oh, Jesse, that's a good one. Yeah, this is an 8500. So, but I have something with a 6th gen i5, so a little newer processor, and also full 16 gigs of matching memory. Amazing, right? Not like what I get going on right now. So yeah, so I'm gonna just talk to her about getting that, and yeah. Hey, all things. Good afternoon. I know it's evening where you guys are.
Yep.
I know, because when I type the message to Mark, I'm like, it's 7:30 your time zone. So, just to update folks that are new, like all things that just came in. So what's going on? Well, we're running mem tests, go figure. But I get this, I sold somebody a computer 2 years ago. It's a Dell XPS 8500 with a mishmash of memory, but I got it up to 12 gigs. So it was running Windows 10. It originally came with Windows 7. I upgraded it to Windows 10 because 2 years ago Windows 10 was not going to be ending soon, so still a viable OS. But yeah, so she said it was starting to act up after she did the Windows updates. I decided to start doing a test on the hard drive. I stopped it after 7 errors. So the hard drive's obviously gone bad. I'm going to be talking about to the client about I have a newer machine that has 16 gigs of RAM in Windows 11, and talking to her about that machine. So, and the funny part is, all things DG, it never blue screened. It just went to the automatic repair and then kind of like to that blue screen, but it never came up with the blue screen of death, which that was what my understanding was. So Mark, what are you going to do with the MacBook?
I don't know, because I don't have an installed USB doodah for Intel Mac OS at the moment. So just post me yours. I'll post it back to you when I've finished.
Unfortunately, mine doesn't have an install for 10.6.8.
Had to download that from archive.org recently.
I have a version on a flash drive that I don't know whatever happened to it, but it was like a restore image, which was amazing. So you just run the restore, like do a restore on the drive, which is so much faster. Hey, Starbuck Tech. How's the new job going, by the way?
Shut up.
Talk to Mark about getting your money back since you're in the same company. At work now. Oh, nice. How are you enjoying it, by the way? You just started what, Monday, wasn't it? With that new yesterday? With the new position? Ooh. There's a PowerBook G4.
Can I tell you a sad story about this PowerBook G4?
Hold on, let me make you big so you can tell your story while you're big. Okay, story away.
So, I have this PowerBook G4, one of many, which I have the matching box and all the packaging and cables and restore discs for. And I had to do that to it. Because the previous owner had snapped the battery release mechanism off
Oh no.
inside the laptop, and I couldn't get the battery out. And I also bent my sponge,
Oh God.
and you had to use 2 of these iFixit knives, slip down the side of the battery, like that, down the side of there,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get it out, and it has scratched the crap out of it,
Oh,
unfortunately. And I'm really kind of annoyed because it's otherwise in really clean shape. It's got a few scratches on the lid, but
yeah.
really good PowerBook. It's missing like 90% of the screws, but that's fine. I've spares. But like, I had to scratch that up to ribbons to get the damn battery out of it. It's just a real shame.
Was the release mechanism on the battery?
No, there's a little, like, when you twist this here, the
Yeah.
release doodler, thingamadoodle, there's like a little cam in the inside that turns round and moves these little catches
Right.
backwards and forwards. And it's made of like pot metal. It's this tiny little thin piece of pot metal, and it's snapped in half. So the pin that these release pins sit against was just like doing this. wasn't engaging in the mechanism, because when you twisted it around, it was just going past it because there was nothing to catch it. And it also had twisted the release pins down here around inside the laptop so that they wouldn't release. And I had to basically pry the battery past them to get it out, because this one won't slide in its slide thing because it's jammed in the inside. So yeah, that was a bit sad.
Weren't
But I did get it out.
Weren't the release on the larger, like the 15-inch or 17-inch on the battery itself?
It's got like 2 teeth on the end of it.
No, but I'm saying I think the bigger ones, that's what, a 12-inch, isn't it?
This is a 15.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And it
I gotta
has
find...
2 pins that slide backwards and forwards. I'll show you on one that's not broken. That'll probably be better.
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. I'm just trying to think,
Yeah.
because I got a 17-inch, and I think the release on that one is, if I could find it, the release on that one is on the battery itself, not the...
It's possible, because I know the 17-inch ones have a big battery in the middle, don't they?
Yeah.
For the thumb lever on them, like the MacBooks. Yeah, it was this piece here that broke.
Oh no.
The lever end down here that turns that part there pushes on the mechanism,
Right.
and it snapped off completely.
Oh,
But obviously, you've been trying to get the battery out and just gone like that and cranked the screw thing round and just snapped the thing in half. Yeah, it all fell to bits. But
and hello to I don't know how to say your name. Is it Leal? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I have 4 different IDEs on my PC. If you
The good thing is, though, I have a base, so I will be transplanted now at some point.
nice.
Now I know that you can just peel the serial number stickers off and put them on another one.
Oh, there you go.
It's not too difficult to change the serial number over either, so I'll just transfer it into the base for that 1 gigahertz and rebuild it sometime. Not today.
That white though. Oh, I was gonna say it doesn't look too bad, but I can see they usually get nicely marked up. Yeah.
It's a little scuffed. They
Yeah.
tend to be, as you say, though, actually, that's cleaned up pretty well, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the scuffs come off, but some of them don't. It's pretty dirty, this MacBook. It's, I suspect it's been kicking around in somebody's spare room or loft or something for a while, because it's obviously been out of service. But yeah. I forgot I'd got it, to be honest. I found it in a box. I was like, oh, I didn't realise I still had one of these. Because I had a really clean one. The first MacBook I got was a really clean one of these. It was given to me by a colleague at work. And I gave it to a friend of mine because it was in really good condition. And he wanted an Intel MacBook. I was like, here, have this one. Free. Spread the joy. But yeah, so I forgot I'd even got an A1181, to be honest.
Nice.
But this one gets as far as the old hi, I need a boot disk screen.
Right, because no hard drive.
Because the hard drive is abroad. This hard drive's blank, though, I think. So.
I put a 120 gig SSD in that if I were you.
Yeah, I just don't have any spares at the moment. I've used them all up.
Well, here, hold on. Let me just send this through the screen.
Yeah, I need to buy another stack off eBay. I buy like stacks of 10 every so often just doing MacBooks with, but I am bereft at the moment.
Yeah, I am as well. Oh. Cool.
That's
I
at least
finally
one
heard
I
back
know
from
of.
Canada Post.
Back in the pile. By the way, if you're ever wondering, I have a few Apple laptops. There's like all that lot down there, with which, if I move these, you can see this just goes on and on. And then there's a box behind me as well.
All right, Lily, have a good one.
See you, Lily. Yeah, I don't want Apple laptops. An unhealthy amount, I would say. So, if anybody in the UK wants to buy an Apple laptop,
All right, let's see what's going on over here. We are at, all right, this is going to take forever. It's only at 55%. I don't know why it's going so slow.
because it's old.
It's actually not that bad. It shouldn't be.
Is it?
Shouldn't be that bad.
Oh, it's running in single core mode. That's why it's running so slow.
Yeah.
It's because it doesn't recognize the CPU.
Okay.
It's too new and Memtest is confused. Look at these two.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this should be done quickly, but no, it's wanting to take its time.
Nope. That's I know that works. It's this one I wanted to look at. This is a DVI.
So I'm just gonna say, hey, don't forget to smash that like button. Do all the. I'm gonna be like those regular YouTubers. Don't smash that like button. Hit the subscribe.
Smash that like button, like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below for the sake of
Leave a comment down
engagement.
below. Right.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna leave a comment down below, don't be a douchebag. I rarely get comments.
No comments are left below.
Right. Yeah. I get a few comments on them. Mostly it's people going, oh, sorry, I missed your stream. So they're not too bad. But I had one person who said, it was a laptop that was just causing me nightmares and I was getting frustrated on the stream. And even got on and said, I've never seen you get so mad. And I'm like, yeah, this was just driving me bonkers. But one person replied back, stop bitching and just fix it. And I'm like, that's helpful.
That's what I was trying to do.
Right. Does it have a UEFI? Kibbs, are you talking about the Dell? Regarding the BIOS? So the Dell, I can either like, you can always tell if it's a UEFI only BIOS because you see what I'm running from the Ultimate Boot CD. I can't run it if it's UEFI only because they haven't put Ultimate Boot CD up to like they don't have a UEFI version yet. So this supports both. And it's set to legacy right now. Is it fixed yet? It's still doing the mem test got pump. Yeah, so you can do both legacy as well as UEFI on this thing. Addie's asking, is that a titanium?
Yep.
Yes, it is. I thought so. So what do you have in that for a drive, Mark? Did you upgrade it to?
I can't remember. Is it
a spinning?
Through all these power books because I can't remember what the hell half of them are going in them.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to use this with the screen laid on the desk. It's not the most convenient. It's got half a gig of RAM in it. That's a 667 DVI model. It has.
So Addie's saying, it's like looking at an old friend. I edit many of college video projects on one.
Oh, they are very nice laptops. It's just a shame they're so damn fragile. Where did I get to disk on 88? There we go. It has a Fujitsu spinning rust device in it, I believe. Yeah, it's an 18. It's probably got its original drive in, I think. It's an 18 gig Fujitsu. I do have some IDE SSDs I could put in this. Might do that sometime.
Yeah, I wish I could find my 17-inch right now. Because now it's bugging me. Where did I put that? Oh, beside there. Huh. The best part is I've done cleaning up and I don't actually remember seeing it. It's weird.
You've done that
Anyway.
classic. I've cleaned up and now I don't know where everything is.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. But I put in a ID to compact flash drive in it.
Oh yeah.
Just because I'm like, I'm not leaving the spinning drive in it.
I have a 17-inch.
Yeah, so, you don't have the battery in it though.
Yeah, you're right. The battery releases on these are completely different. There's two little catches there.
Yeah, that's right. It's two catches on it. Yeah.
and it pulls
So that's
back.
why I was kind of confused. Like, how does it release?
Yeah.
But
They use that same thing on the 15-inch MacBooks. I can show you because I've got one behind me. I've got like an example of every Apple laptop of them.
apparently,
So that's a 15-inch MacBook Pro.
Yeah.
And that's got the center battery with the two these clips on them. I think it allowed them to put bigger batteries in them. I think that's why they changed it. And also, it's not as much of a ghetto mechanism as that one in the PowerBook. That obviously, it's easy to break and get the battery jammed in the thing. The really annoying thing about that PowerBook battery is that you can't take the laptop apart with the battery in it to get the battery out. Because the screws that hold there's two screws that hold the keyboard in under the battery. So you're kind of, deviled one way or another.
oh well, thank you so much, Bluin. Show that on stream. This is so surreal to me. I appreciate the stream alongside the 20-something other people. You are all awesome. Please never stop.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
On the
you.
other side of the scale, we have this titanium PowerBook, which is exceedingly rough. It's had a very hard life. But this was my daily driver laptop for a while back in the
Okay.
mid-2000s. I actually took this to Germany with me.
Nice.
Because it had no battery and like all the shielding's missing out of here. It was all taped up with duct tape. You can actually see there's duct tape marks on the bottom of it still. It was all taped up with duct tape, and they stopped me in the airport at Berlin Schönefeld Airport and were like, "We need to scan your laptop." And they did a full X-ray scan and swabbed it with swabs for like explosives and all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, okay, because it, looked like it was a bomb or something. I guess.
Yeah.
And they were like really concerned about it. I'm just like, no, it's just old and broken.
I've only been ever stopped by security once, and that's because I accidentally wasn't thinking. Packed my iFixit toolkit in my carry-on.
Oops.
Oops. So I had to take it out and show them. Oh, it was easy. Because Mom was like, "Oh, you're coming home. I got some computer work for you to do," and I'm like, "Oh, I better take my." And I never thought of putting it in my suitcase. But I was, that was, yeah. Oops.
The only other really funny security story I've got when it comes to laptops is a friend and I, when I was at university, managed to blag our way into the opening event for the launch of Windows XP at the South Bank Centre in London. And because we were in the European time zone, ours happened before the US one, so we technically got Windows XP before them. So.
Oh, nice.
And it was presented live by Steve Ballmer.
Oh.
Sweaty armpits and all.
Yeah.
That wasn't a Photoshop. He really does sweat that badly. And
by the way, I just want to quickly, wow. Hi to all 26 people that are watching. I should do more Tuesday afternoon streams, it seems like. What is this?
Everybody's bored at work.
Apparently. At least anybody
at home in Europe and bored, one of the two.
So I'm just going to give a quick update of what happened. Dell XPS system, the client, this is a client's computer. They did the Windows updates, and then it kept, she was saying blue screening, but it just seemed to say that Windows wasn't shut down properly. So possibly something buggered up during the install. Don't know kind of what happened, because I couldn't get a blue screen of death coming up. It just would go to the blue screen saying, do you want to shut down or go into advanced diagnostics? We tried a few things, And then I said, F this. And I started testing the spinning drive that's inside of this thing. And I stopped after 7 errors. So the drive is also an issue. But I do have a newer computer here that I've been trying to sell. And I had like 4 people this past weekend all flake on it. So I'm going to be talking to her and going, hey, let's not waste any more. It's got a newer, this has a i5 3450 CPU. The other one has a newer processor in it. So yeah, we're going to, I'm going to talk to her about it. And it also has Windows 11. This has Windows 10 because it is a Windows 7 machine. Obviously can't push it to Windows 11. Could it be RAM? Well, that's what we're actually testing right now is the memory, and there are no errors. So I don't think it's. I think it's the. I think it's the drive that's kind of. I think there was a maybe possibly twofold, like something went belly up with the updates, and also the drive is dying. So what do we really want to spend the time doing, and money? So that's what we're kind of at right now. So I'm just doing a mem test because, hey, it's not a Trina's Technobabble if I don't do a mem test at some point on a computer. And so, yeah, it is at, hey, we're at 95%, Mark. So it should come back good. And welcome back, all things. And hello, Rob. This is perfect to watch while I run deployments for work. Hey, glad I can help. And also, hi, Minecraft
Pickaxe.
Thank you. I could see the word in my head, could not get it out of my mouth.
Rob Jefferson's comment reminds me of that XKCD comic of the 2 guys on wheelie chairs fighting each other with swords in the middle of the corridor.
Yes,
The boss
yes.
shouting, "Get back to work!" and they just go, "Deploying!" or compiling, or whatever other excuse they're using that day.
Yeah. And yeah, that was my thought as well, Sad Mac, when we started getting that it can't find the C drive and why is it now D? Yeah. But again, I don't know. I think it's a combo of the drive going belly up as like starting to die, because it's at least it started testing before it errored out. And then I think it may be a combo deal on that.
Buy one, get 700 errors free.
Right? But yeah, I don't like to. So funny enough, I've been testing a bunch of SAS drives lately that I got from Dana. And he also gave me the card, like a PCIe card. And I had some problem getting it running. So the other day we did some troubleshooting, and I just apparently didn't quite, I don't know how, but it wasn't quite in the slot right. So took it out, reseated it, it worked. And also we had to do some changes to the BIOS. So we did that, and I've been testing those, and they have all tested good. So if anybody needs a 300 gig SAS drive, let me know. I have 5 of them. They can be yours for the low price of $500 for all 5. That sound good? Sounds good. Okay.
300 whole gigabytes.
Right.
It's not actually bad.
Yeah, I know. I looked them up on eBay. They're selling for around $10 Canadian. So that's what I'm going to put mine up. Well, they've been kind of slowly. It's funny. I've been watching, like, because when I go on eBay, I look up the item, and then you can click on the left-hand side if you scroll down to see sold items. So you're not looking at what people are actually trying to sell items for. And so anyway, so I was I went and looked at sold items, and it's been interesting to see, like, The last one sold for around $13. The previous one was $16. Like, it's been interesting to watch
Price
it
has just been
decrease.
going,
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, 300 gigabytes is not a lot. And
Nope.
the only people who tend to buy second-hand SAS drives tend to be people building home storage servers.
Mm. Well,
With
these are
SAS
little
cards,
2.0.
and 300 gigabytes is not really very much.
Nope. But if you buy all 5, you got 1.5 terabytes.
Yeah,
Is that right? Yeah. 5?
Yeah.
5 threes, yeah.
a good small home NAS.
Yeah.
Or you could go for 1.2 terabytes with a redundant drive.
There you go. Hey, look at that. Look at this.
It passed.
It passed. Memory passed. No errors. Sweet. I wasn't expecting any errors on the memory, honestly. But yeah, again, it's not a Trina stream. But
Dell XPS retro gaming station to sell with no hardware.
yeah, I'll put it up without a drive.
Somebody will pay money for it.
I remember getting a lot of 80 gig SAS drives. Hold on, let me change my camera so you can see me. I'm not just like a floating head and you're looking at a black screen. All right, let me see here. I live off 500 gigabyte hard drives. You're like Minecraft pickaxe. You're like a person that keeps coming to buy all my old IDE drives. And when I told him the other night, I'm like, have you heard of like IDE to compact flash? And he just looks at me and goes, what? I'm like, okay, let's talk about that. So I sent him a link to it. Let me see. I remember getting a lot of 80 gig SAS SCSI drives. Yeah. Wow, the old Power Edges. I remember those. Fun Windows. So, yeah. Now, can it Doom? I mean, I can continue testing the hard drive to show Doom. The hard drive failure, like, of Doom.
Yeah, watch Doom crash during a CRC error.
You're right.
Because that's pretty much all
Wow.
it do.
I got 28 folks watching, and I have nothing to work on.
Quick! Find
Yeah, I know,
something.
right? I'm like looking around. Unfortunately, I would honestly recap this board, but I've already promised a few other folks.
Yeah.
I've promised I have 3 other folks who are coming on the stream with me tomorrow night. We're gonna do an all-girl stream, which sounds wrong every time I say it, and I don't know how else to word it.
Pajama party.
Yeah. No. No. Oh, see ya, Eddie. And Cat. I forget Eddie's cat's name. But yes, tomorrow night I am going to be myself. We're going to kind of do like I know 2 of us are going to be doing some soldering. So I am going to be, this is a power supply, massive son of a gun, from is it DAX or VAX?
Facts.
VAX. Okay,
Within.
VAX Power Station 3000, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
There was one capacitor that was right here. Sorry, you can't see what I'm putting it. Right here. That had like really blown up. So we decided to recap the whole thing. So I removed it a few weeks ago, removed all the caps, and placed an, I did this. Let me make myself big while I'm talking about this. I made this lovely drawing. Let me put it right side up. I made this lovely drawing of the board. So I could know what the numbers were. Unfortunately, I didn't do it with the first 2 caps. And the best part is the board doesn't say what is positive and negative. So that's going to be kind of fun. I got to go back and rewatch the... No worries, Eddie. She said, sorry, the computer crashed. So yeah, so tomorrow night, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, there's going to be myself and, as I mentioned, 3 other lovely women who are going to be on the stream. And we're going to have, we're going to do instead of just having all the boys do all the computer work, I'm going to show us girls can do them as well. So that's the plan tomorrow night. So if you're not, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I don't stream every day. Funny enough, I say that I'm going to be streaming 2 days in a row now, but this was like a spur of the moment. The client was like, I'm going to bring the computer by in an hour, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a stream then and see how hard this is to figure out. So Finn, that's your cat's name, Addie Finn. I'm horrible with names. So. But yes, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, do all the usual good things. Check out TrinaSTech.com. You can find links to all my online presence, including my coffee account. If you can afford it, it'd be greatly appreciated if you could buy me a coffee. Help support the channel. But on that note, thank you, Mark. And the rest that were here, including the two cats, Luna and Finn, as well as Gutbomb, Goldie, Lily. Am I missing anybody? I think that was it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, on that note, thank you, everybody. Again, I'll be streaming tomorrow night at 7 p.m. So, hope to see you all there then. Bye.